All right, so in front of us, we've got a bunch of Leatherman tools, and I think it's pretty easy to say that Leatherman is still the best multi-tool company in the U.S., and many would argue in the world. So Victorinox and Leatherman are pretty much at the top right now. And Leatherman, I would say, as far as plier-based multi-tools, I would say because it has so many, is definitely at the top of the market. Now, a lot of times we would say, why doesn't Leatherman listen to us? Why don't they do things? So one of the things I've been curious about is, why doesn't Leatherman make a SOG Power Pint version that size with their Free Series? Why don't they make a small size like the Leatherman Leap with the Free Series? Like, that makes total sense to me. And there's a whole bunch of experts, hundreds of experts on multi-tools that are not in the business, and we all have our own ideas and our own solutions. But I think one of the things that's helpful to remember is that Leatherman is a pretty large company, and they've been pretty successful. As far as online estimates are, Leatherman doesn't release a ton of information. People have estimated that they make somewhere around $100 million a year, and they have 525 employees, somewhere around there. People have guessed that it's 40% women, 60% men, and that the employees stay around 4.2 years. I think that's just because of Leatherman employees, what they've written in employment agencies online and so forth. They sort of go with that info. So when we see tools like the Signal and the Free P4, Leatherman actually says that these multi-tools go through 150 different steps before they are completed. So they've got 150 a process. They have to complete these 150 steps. So when we see a Free P4 and we think, my, that's pretty pricey, or the Signal's gone up, that's probably why, because Leatherman is trying to make sure they don't have a bunch of recalls. They don't have a bunch of broken pliers that go back. They're trying to make things right. So as far as the UK, I couldn't find all the product information in the US, but as in the UK, supposedly Leatherman has 44 products over there. And they also mentioned that Leatherman sells to 120 different countries. Now, one of the things I found interesting is that, especially with the Leap right here, now the Surge is probably, if I had to pick one Leatherman tool, that would be my favorite. But the Leatherman Leap is a great little multi-tool. And, you know, there's been many times when I thought, my, this tool really should have been brought back. This really fixes a lot of answers for Leatherman, and it should have just been made better. But one of the engineers at Leatherman was on Reddit a year or two ago, and they actually answered some of those questions. And one of the things he said, Adam, he said, if a tool sells well, it will not get retired. Bringing back a retired tool is often a poor business decision. So for the Leatherman Leap, a lot of parents were not excited about this tool for their kids. They simply thought it was too dangerous or too expensive, and so the Leap got retired. Why? Because it didn't sell well. So that's why it got retired. Now, a lot of people will complain, why wasn't the Leatherman Juice? Why wasn't it brought back? And I have wondered the same thing as well. But one of the things that they said in regards to that was because not enough of you bought them. So that was the answer to that. And, you know, sometimes the truth hurts, but I thought that was interesting that they just said, you know, it does sell well enough. And then a lot of people will say, you know, well, Leatherman has great warranty, but sometimes, you know, some things slip through, and sometimes I've complained about maybe the pliers being too stiff. And one of the engineers said that Leatherman makes over 3 million tools a year. Isn't that amazing? So when we see one or two issues and maybe someone posted online, we say, Leatherman's quality is slipping, it's slipping. Well, you have to recognize that they're selling probably according to their engineers, 3 million tools a year. Really, really amazing. Now, as far as the Leap, again, the engineer said, I think the issue for the Leap was that it just didn't sell. And And again, that's something that I mentioned. So with Leatherman, a lot of it comes down to, will things sell? So again, there's times when I think, well, the Leatherman style, here we have a little multi-tool, and why don't they just make it thicker? Why don't they do this or do that? But things just don't always sell. So that's why we're going to see probably more tools like the Bond and the Curl, things that do sell. Maybe we'll see things like a thinner surge, or maybe we'll see a bigger surge, who knows? But I think Leatherman will try to play it safe, and a lot of times just base it off a platform that is really selling well. So for the free series, for instance, I don't know how this is selling. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a good seller. But a lot of people have criticized Leatherman, and maybe people weren't ready for it. So I think that's the thing. Leatherman gets criticized if they're innovative, and then they get criticized if they're not innovative. So it's one of those things where you just have to sometimes play it safe and just make tools that people have proven to want, that it's been proven that they do like. So I like a lot of these very thin tools, PST2, the style, the mini tool. Again, really neat. Now, but the thing is, do I regularly carry the mini tool? No, I don't. Do I carry the style? No, I don't. Do I carry the lead? Not anymore, because I'm testing out other tools. I do carry this sometimes, the PST2. But some of these tools that I say wish Leatherman would make, I really don't always carry. So what I do carry sometimes, or I used to, I don't so much anymore, but the Surge, carried this for maybe a year, 2 years. And different times I will carry the Free P4 I have in the past. Great tool. And even the Signal, a great tool as well. So all these things are tools that actually people use. And sometimes when we say, I wish Leatherman would make this, or missing an opportunity, sometimes if Leatherman would make that, we might not even use it. Case in point, Leatherman Tread. Now this is a fake version. But Leatherman tried something brand new and innovative, and it sort of flopped. So anyway, just a couple thoughts, just something to think about. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you in the next video.